welcome to CAD Dimensions Tech Tips. My name is Franco Rotoli. Today we're going to be talking about flow simulation templates. Here's a situation. I'm running a flow simulation on 4 different billboard designs, and my supplier just sent me 4 different files of the billboard designs, the different design iterations. Well, in SolidWorks, it's easy if they were created using configurations. It would be easy to just copy the flow simulation study from one configuration to another. It gets a little bit more involved if they're different files. Today I'm going to show you how to create templates in flow simulation so I can very easily make sure that my boundary conditions are the same from one file to the next. To create a template, we start off in SolidWorks and flow simulation just as we would any other study. So let's go ahead and create a flow simulation study on this billboard design using the flow simulation wizard. We'll call this wind test, and we'll set up our parameters, changing our velocity to miles per hour. Make sure it's an external study, and we'll choose air as our fluid. Because it's an external study, I'm studying what happens to this billboard in a hurricane situation. We will set up in the X direction. We can see here that the X direction is pointing directly at the billboard face. We'll set up a velocity in the negative X direction of negative 200 miles per hour, which is significantly larger than the criteria of a Category 5 hurricane. We finish that up, and we can see the computational domain gets created for us. We'll also add some goals to make sure that it converges on our required criteria. So I want to make sure that the maximum static pressure is achieved as well as the maximum velocity is achieved. While this is a very simple example, it is a good way to show templates and how they can very easily be created in flow simulation to create the same studies over and over and over again across part files. Let's run this example. And we can see that we can get a nice cut plot of the velocity profile . Through our model. Now I would have to set this up over and over and over again for each of the 4 designs, but I want to save this as a template. To do that, under the Tools menu under Flow Simulation and Project, you can choose Create Template. It allows you to name your template. We will call this Hurricane Study. And now we'll save and close my Billboard Design 1. We'll open up Billboard Design 2, which is the secondary study, the pillars in the middle, with no flow simulation analysis attached to it. Instead of using the wizard this time, I'm going to click New Project, and here it allows me to choose a template. Click OK. Notice my computational domain gets created, my global goals are brought over, and if I go into my general settings, we see that it's an external study with air and a 200 mile an hour wind. We will repeat this for design 3 and 4 as well. And finally, using the flow simulation batch run command, we can choose to run all the studies at once.
And here we have the results of all 4 studies side by side. Thank you for tuning in to this week's CAD Dimensions Tech Tip. My name is Franco Rotoli. See you next week.
Don't forget to check us out on YouTube, Twitter, Facebook, and our blog for more great content by clicking on the links in the description below.